Volkswagen's Arteon shooting brake offers a sleek yet still very practical alternative to style-conscious compact executive segment models like Audi's A5 Sportback and BMW's 4 Series Grand Coupe. It's a high-class stylised estate that doesn't need a ridiculously expensive boot lid badge to stand out, and a very desirable one indeed. In many ways, the whole Gran Turismo concept rather suits this Arteon shooting brake. GT motoring is supposed to be about high-speed touring rather than out-and-out sports car driving dynamics, and if you judge this Volkswagen purely on that criteria, you're likely to be quite satisfied with it. Refinement is excellent, as is ride quality, thanks to a specially developed independent 4-link rear suspension setup that can be embellished with the sophisticated DCC, Dynamic Chassis Control Adaptive Damping System, that we've been trying here. The DCC is optional on the mainstream models, but it comes as standard if you go for one of the top 4-motion 4-wheel drive variants, which also get an XDS electronic differential lock to help you get the power down at speed through tight turns. You won't really want to go throwing this Volkswagen about, though it really isn't that kind of car. But what it lacks when it comes to driving on its door handles, it more than makes up for with exemplary transcontinental style cruising ability. Engine-wise, the shooting brake model's core power plant is Volkswagen's latest Evo series 2-litre TDI 150 PS diesel. That's a unit offered with a choice of either 6-speed manual or 7-speed DSG automatic transmission. If you want a variant that'll be even more efficient, then you'll have to opt for the eHybrid petrol plug-in variant, which gets a large 13 kilowatt-hour battery, and that enables a WLTP-rated driving range of up to 33 miles. As for the other more conventional engines, well, the range kicks off with the VW Group's usual 1.5-litre TSI 150 PS petrol unit, but that can't be had with the DSG Auto gearbox that most Arteon folk will want. That means that you're just as likely to be looking at the two mid-range powertrain options. They only come in auto form, either the 2-litre TSI 190 PS petrol unit we're trying here, or the uprated 200 PS version of that 2-litre TDI diesel, which incidentally is the only mainstream engine in the range that can be ordered with the option of Volkswagen's 4-motion 4-wheel drive system. That's now improved with selective wheel torque control. That 4-motion setup also features on the fire-breathing Arteon shooting brake R Performance flagship model, which uses the 2-litre TSI petrol engine in an uprated 320 PS state of tune. The idea here, says Marco Pavone, head of Volkswagen exterior design, was from this functional 5-door design to create the impression of a sports car. So the stylists significantly pulled in the roof section and with it the side glass panels towards the rear, while at the same time widening the wheel housings to give this shooting brake design a more powerful shoulder section. In terms of pavement presence, it's all quite effective. And in profile, well, in shooting brake form, this Arteon body style is completely unique from the B-pillars backwards, although the width and length dimensions remain the same as those of the Fastback hatch. The roof height is a little different though. This estate version sits 19mm taller with a flatter, longer roofline, which creates this variant's unique rear end with its tapering glasshouse and prominent D-pillars. At the back you get this angled tailgate with a neat subtle roof spoiler and a GPD antenna just beyond. At the wheel you'll find premium build quality that's easily the equal of anything you'll get in a rival Audi or BMW. But if you are used to those brands, you might not especially like the way that these superbly supportive ergo comfort seats position you a little higher in front of the 3-spoke leather stitched wheel. Still, that is useful for maximising rear 3/4 vision, and that is better than it usually is on Gran Turismo style models of this type, and that's despite the narrow rear window and the thick, steeply angled rear pillars. It certainly all feels much classier than the kind of sportily trimmed Passat estate that many customers for this model might previously have been considering. And here you get, as standard, Volkswagen's customisable active info display, a 12.3-inch TFT screen with an almost infinitely customisable layout of crystal clear virtual graphics. Anything that the instrument binnacle can't tell you will almost certainly be covered on or duplicated by this 8-inch centre dash Discover infotainment monitor. A Discover Pro 9.2-inch screen size upgrade is available on request, and you might also want to take advantage of the head-up display that's been fitted here too. Right, let's take a seat in the rear. Now this slightly higher roofline makes it a bit easier to get in. And once inside, there's 48mm more headroom than you'll get in the Fastback 5-door hatch version of this model. Plus, on plusher variants like this one, you get a much larger panoramic glass roof too. There's 1016mm of legroom, and the detail stuff's well taken care of. Take this neat flap that rises to reveal not only 12-volt and USB-C sockets, but also a 230-volt port as well. Finally, let's check out the boot. Now, you only get this powered tailgate if you avoid entry-level trim, and once it's risen, you're faced with a large 565-litre space in this shooting brake model, which, a touch disappointingly, is a scant 2 litres more than is offered by the trunk of the 5-door fastback hatch. Blame that swept-back roofline. Still, apparently up to 8 carry-on suitcases will still fit in just fine, although not if you've specified the eHybrid version. If that's not enough, then if you fold the rear seats in the conventionally engine models, you'll free up as much as 1,632 litres of space. That's 75 litres more than you get in the fastback hatch.